Have you ever seen another woman that works in ministry and you thought, I wish I could be like her? She seemed to have it all together. It is so easy to compare yourself to others. And I think what makes it worse these days is that we have social media. And of course, people that post on social media, they're only going to post the good things that they have going for themselves in their lives. And it's so easy just to stroll on someone else's page and wish that you had what they have because everything looks so enticing. The vacations, the nice name brand clothes, expensive cars, or even just their personality. They have a lot of followers. And for some reason, these days, we put so much emphasis on how big of a following that you have. And if we don't have one, it's so easy just to feel that you're nobody, you're not important. And of course, all of that is just a trick of the enemy. And I have to be honest, I have been there too. I felt that I don't measure up. I felt that I shouldn't be a pastor's wife. I shouldn't be a minister. And once you stop focusing on things that you can't do, all that's going to do is distract you from the gifts that God has given you. You're not going to be able to see the good within yourself because you are looking at what someone else can do or what someone else has that you don't have. And if you're not careful, when you compare yourself to others, all that does is set you back. You will never be able to walk into the life that God has called you into because you are so busy looking at your neighbor, what you don't have, until you won't see the beauty within yourself. One of the main traps of comparison is that it steals your joy. It makes you feel less than. It tears you down. It makes you focus on negative things. It makes you feel less than. It even makes you doubt the calling that God has gave you. It distracts us from the purpose that God has called us to live in. It was so hard for me to start my YouTube channel because I compare myself to others. I'm not outgoing, a fast talker. I have to think before I speak. I'm not rich. I don't live a extravagant lifestyle. So I had to learn to accept myself. It's okay to be different. The main thing that you have to learn to do is to be obedient. And when God speaks to you about doing a particular thing, don't look at what you don't have, what you don't know, your financial status. Just be obedient. I've been wanting to write a book for a long time. And every time I would start writing, I would always get distracted and get discouraged. And I know one of my main problems was that I compared myself to others. But I'm so glad that God didn't give up on me. He kept encouraging me to write a book. And in the journey of writing the book, one of the main things that I learned is that when God tells you to do something, He already knows your circumstances. If your funds are low, He knows that. If you don't have the resources that you need or the knowledge that you need to do it, He already knows that. But it's just something about when you start to move and trusting in God and not look at what someone else is doing or compare what you are doing to that person, because all that's going to do is discourage you and distract you. And most of the time, it will also stop you from doing what God put in your spirit to do. So I had to learn how to block out the noise around me to focus on the mission that God gave me, and to move and to trust in Him to lead and guide me while I write my book. You may wonder, how do we stop comparing and start celebrating? One of the main things that you're going to have to do is remind yourself that your calling is custom made by God. And what is so cool about that is your calling has to do with your past, all the things that you've been through in your life. You will be able to use those things as a testimony to others to glorify God. And just by knowing that, it should encourage you to not compare yourself to others and to know that God has crafted a journey that is just for you. And it is because He knows everything. He knows our future. And He knew what we would need within us before we were even born. And another thing that you are going to have to learn to do is to celebrate others and try to be genuinely happy, and don't compare yourself because you don't know their story. You don't know their background. They may be better at something than you are only because they may have more experience in that particular thing that you're trying to do. So you're going to have to learn to celebrate other people while showing yourself grace. And one of the things I want you to remember is that you are not behind. You are on God's timeline. It is so easy, especially if you are a middle-aged woman, to feel that you're behind, that you should have accomplished more things in your life. And it's so easy to look at what others have accomplished that are so much younger than you. But what I want you to remember again is that God's timing is always perfect. One day with the Lord is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like one day. So don't focus so much on how long it's going to take or how long it took you to get to where you're at. And the Bible even talks about how that your latter will be greater. And that is all that matters. Galatians 6:4 says, each of you should test your own work without comparing yourself to others. So when you know who you are in Christ, you can cheer others on and still feel secure. One thing I do want you to know is that you are enough because God made you enough. You don't have to be like anyone else. Just be who God designed you to be. I have a question for you. What is one thing that you are letting go so that you can walk in confidence? I am letting go of fear. I recently wrote a book about From Fear to Flourishing. Throughout the book, I share how that God helped me to stop comparing and start thriving. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. If you have already subscribed, share this video with a friend so that it will help you to promote more of my videos to a wider audience. If you enjoyed this video, you should check out my next upcoming video about battling burnout, restoring your soul in ministry. May God bless you. Bye.